I've dug two graves for us, my dear. Can't pretend that I was perfect, leaving you in fear. Oh man, what
It's 3 in the morning. The night sky is black. There's nothing else besides my glowing computer screen. After 5 hours of Overwatch scrims, I'm done. I have 3 Diet Coke stacked one on top of each other and 2 emptied out ice cream shells. It's all over. I feel like I just got out of a battle. But one of my Korean team members decides, hey, why don't you download League of Legends? One of your problems in Overwatch is tunnel visioning. So let's work on that by being a attack hero in League of Legends. So I'm like, sure, you know what, that's kind of convoluted, but in a way I can kind of see how that could work. So we download it and play it, and I've only played League of Legends like one time against some bots. I didn't really know what was going on. And this game, I warn you, it's absolutely not a good gameplay, even though I will post a video soon called The League of Legends God, because I will become a League of Legends God one day. The ultimate goal, to be global elite in Counter-Strike, to be challenger in League of Legends, and, of course, be top 500, no, top 10 in Overwatch, since that's the main game. But basically, right here in League of Legends, things are pretty gnarly because of the fact that the character that I'm maining is called Jinx. She's kind of like Harley Quinn, but more badass. She's got tats and has a minigun and a rocket launcher. Obviously, the best carry in the game is one that looks sick, and I think she looks the most badass out of any character, so obviously I'm going to main her. The abilities are you get like a zap gun that shoots in a straight line, you get 3 like little robots that pop out that do AoE damage, and you get you can switch between your rocket and minigun, and you shoot a rocket. The reason she's so good, I would assume, is because of the fact that she has consistent damage, and she's kind of high skill, high reward character, and I really like that. Plus, the theme is pretty sick. But the reason I really like League of Legends is because of the fact that there's so much shit going on. I realized how much more there is going on in League of Legends than there is in Overwatch. Overwatch, obviously, it belongs to my heart. But League of Legends is a different type of game, and you need that variety to increase the skill gap, because it's not an FPS, right? It's just a top-down MOBA. So the problem with MOBAs is, how do you increase the skill gap? You introduce more elements, more variables for the player to worry about, and there are like so many heroes, like 50-plus heroes in the game, versus Overwatch is like, what, 27? And when you think about that, there's so many people you have to think about, there's so many people you have to counter, and there's so much game knowledge to be acquired. Now, I used to want to be a Hearthstone pro. No. So 4 games. You got those 3 that are listed, and then I want to be legend in Hearthstone. That's another goal. You know, I want to be the top tier in all those games, be a pro at one. You know, but in Hearthstone, you're trying to learn what every card in the game does, and you memorize every single deck and all 30 cards of the enemy's deck, because there are certain meta decks in Hearthstone that you have to memorize. And I think I memorized like a shit ton of them a while ago, but now obviously there are new, more powerful decks, so I gotta get back into that. But when you look at how League of Legends plays, it's very similar to that, where you have to memorize the abilities and the paths, and I guess that's why the pro players are so acclaimed, because they just know all this shit, and they can build their skill around the fact that they know that. I think that's really damn impressive, because of the fact that, in a way, it honestly requires I don't know, man. To try to compare it to an FPS is strange, because the skill is different. But one thing I would say is, in Overwatch, the maps are kind of like non-interactive. What I would say about that, yeah, you have the jump pads here and there, but Overwatch is mostly about the players and the characters interacting with each other, and League of Legends is about you interacting with your environment. And then you don't really you see the enemies not as often as you do in Overwatch. There aren't like massive team fights. There are team fights, but they're located sparsely, and in between those team fights is buying items, gold, economy, trying to last hit the little guys, the creeps, so you can get more gold. All of that is really sick. And then when you do get to fight the heroes, it's more convoluted than Overwatch ever could, because Overwatch is all about aiming and ability usage, but in League of Legends, it's 100% about ability usage, and the fact that that's true is kind of astounding to me, because of the fact that without aim, you have to perfectly time your abilities, and if you miss one, you're fucked. And you have to know like where your mouse is pointing and everything, because you can miss like a laser, and then you're fucked. But that's really damn interesting to me, because of the fact that players can really express themselves in a lot more ways than just aiming. But right after that, I was always wondering, why is League of Legends so popular? What makes it so goddamn popular? Why is there an ice cream shell in my microphone? Good God, this place is a mess. But it's a war zone that means that things are getting done. But why is League so popular, you know? There are much more games that are, like, more interactive, things like that. Like, even Call of Duty, you're always zooming in, doing shit. But League of Legends, it's kind of simplistic when you think about it. It's just 3 lanes. It's 3 lanes and, like, I forget how many people. I think it's 4 people. Don't mistake me on that. Don't mistake me on that. But it's just 4 people going down 3 lanes. There isn't much to really think about, but in reality, I think it's the freedom that you're granted in that area. The fact that you just go in there and it's a different type of game. I still don't even understand what the main objective is. After this commentary, I need to go on YouTube and look up some tutorials to kind of figure out how this character works. Not going to do everything because I don't really want to play every character, to be honest. I feel like there's way too much to learn. I mean, like, I'll learn how they work, but I don't want to play every single one. That just sounds kind of too much, kind of absurd in a little way, because they're all kind of bland to me just when looking at a giant character select screen. Like, none of the characters really pop out to me, and I chose this one because it looked cool, it popped out, and, you know, whatever. It's an AD carry like my Korean teammates told me to play, because that's very similar to the role I play in Overwatch. I play off-tank. But, in a sense, I need to realize how to become the best at League of Legends. What I need to do is not only grind, but be able to really carry my teammates. Because today in a game, I got into, it was kind of like a quick play match, a match that's not ranked, and this dude was berating me. I probably won't leave it in the video just because it's too toxic, but he's like, "You're autistic, bro, you don't know what you're doing," and now I'm like, God damn. This isn't even a ranked game, and this guy is trying to annihilate me. I have no idea what to do with myself. Things just weren't looking good at the time. I had to tell him that I'm making a YouTube video. I'm an Overwatch player, and he's like, "Go back to Overwatch, you idiot." And then at the end, he's like, he was talking about how trash the team is. And apparently, 90% of League players are Smurfs. Like, that's kind of insane. My boy Fred told me about that it's actually kind of really easy to level up a new account now, so a lot of people that have a shit ton of experience do it, and it's whatever, man. Like, something like that doesn't really happen in Overwatch. I just bought my second account for $40. Was it worth it? I don't know. I could have bought something way better, but I need a second account to play one character for 1,000 hours on, because I can't do that on mine. But anyway, League of Legends. Will I keep playing it? I think so. I think there definitely needs to be some sort of variety in my life. When I'm not working out or playing Overwatch, I feel like in my life there is kind of a lack of progress that needs to be made in other ventures, and this is one of them. And I really need to be able to really take it to the top here. League of Legends is not just a game to me right now. It's kind of like an aspiration. You know how Counter-Strike, I made the Counter-Strike videos and they were kind of okay? Well, League of Legends is going to be a little better, because this is the real show. This is the real enchilada, and this is where people are going to be able to shine, because it's the biggest game in the world right now. And if I can prove my will and testament on this game, then no one's going to question me on Overwatch ever again. It's going to be like, hey, look at me. I'm probably the best Overwatch player you've ever seen, because I'm the best at every single game. But that's enough of me talking shit. Half the shit I just said, I don't even... I just said that to be an idiot. But new videos coming through. I've been trying to get really damn good at D.Va and Overwatch, so I've been just grinding that all day. No time to even make videos. But to be honest, I've just been lazy with myself. Apologies. This is MinXP in the trap. If you've gotten this far, then I commend you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Some break your heart, and you thought that I would let it go and let you walk. But broken hearts break bones, and break up fast, and I don't wanna let it go. So in my grave I write, I've dug 2 graves for us, my dear. Can't pretend I was perfect, leaving you in fear. Oh man, what a world, the things I hear. If I could act on my revenge, know what I. Some kill, some steal, some break your heart.